Welcome to this episode of Beamng Roadkill, where we resurrect the twin-turbo ETK with inline 5 power. Alright, everybody. So I think this is actually one of the first times I'm actually going to do, well, one of the few times where a project's car is going to cross over into the main series. And that's basically because, well, this car got pretty shafted. Pretty roadkilled in the end. But basically, for people who don't know, this is my ETK I-Series. Originally built it to be a track, drift car, and everything, and it really went more in the direction of being a track car. Well, yeah, the unexpected has happened. I took this thing to an autocross, and the car hit a good straight. I floored it, hit 100 pounds boost, and of course, to no surprise, the inline 6 blew up. Don't know why. We really don't know why this time. Car was running great, but yeah, the inline 6 blew up and pulled the motor out, junked it, and we're basically gonna junk the whole twin turbo design. And basically because I need the car back, and something more unique has popped up, and that is why I'm putting this in the main episode, because it's going to have a more unique engine. We're going to put an inline 5 in this thing for two reasons. Better turbo, better reliability, and the third reason, it sounds fucking awesome. So yeah, we're going to put an inline 5 in this car, and it's going to have a single turbo. The hood will go back on it, and it will maintain its sleek, cool look. But that's not the only thing that we're working on in this episode. We're working on this as well. My ramp truck. I picked this up a couple weeks ago. It's a gravel D series with basically a ramp bed, and I'm so excited to have this truck back. I had this way back in the day before I recorded, and I fucked around with this game and cars. So yeah, I'm so glad to have one of these trucks back. And it has some issues. When we first originally did that episode, the ramp truck had a couple issues with it. And we're going to be fixing them. I've been recently really trying to make Beamng work again, make it work better. And yeah, I'm getting pretty close to that. There's one thing left that I have to do before I could say that, well, two things that I have to do before I could say that the game is mint. But one of the big issues that I've had is heavy-duty rear suspension. And of course, a truck like this needs it. And it has heavy-duty leafs, but it does not shocks. And if you don't remember in that episode, the leaf springs were giving out. So this truck needs some work. It also needs this fixed, because I don't know why the fenders won't line up with the D series. But that will eventually, I'll probably eventually come across that, but it's not a big deal. Everything kind of lines up pretty well. It's just that body line right there is a little fucked up. But yeah, we're finally going to be putting a heavy-duty rear end back in this truck and making it mint. And we're going to do the same thing with the twin-turbo ETK. We're going to throw it on the back of this, bring it to an autocross, and see if it blows up again. So really what you should be expecting is a nice, chill episode of Beamng Roadkill, where ramp truck greatness awaits and ETK greatness awaits, because I'm very confident about the ETK I-Series. It's a fun little track car, and we're going to prove that by putting a more reliable engine in it. So, before we get to work, I guess we'll start on the ramp truck first, because it's the least amount of work. It's really just the rear end that we got to replace, and I might put a better carb on this. So, I didn't really go in much depth with the ramp truck when we got it. It is a 423, And I wanted to see, it does have a 4-barrel carb. I was going to say that this thing is very peppy for what it is. It's got a 4-speed automatic. Oh, it's the good 4-speed. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. And finally, let's just, you see this little weirdness here? But it doesn't pop up there. I don't know what is with this little bit of weirdness, but basically that's a trim deletion, which I don't really care about. It can have that. And now, I don't got that little ugly thing there anymore. But, yeah, no, this truck is mint. I love this thing. That, like, the mod was just updated today to have different motors and everything in it, and, you know, this thing would probably be terrible with a 291. I'm glad that it has a 423 in it. That, you know, my whole plan was, you know, oh yeah, I'll put a diesel in it, 60 pounds of boost. It'll be a great tow vehicle then. But this thing has already proven that with this 423, it's perfect. This thing tows like nothing. You can put anything on the bed of this thing and tow it, and it does it. It's just that the rear suspension isn't good for it, since I had to change it out due to Beamng glitches. But now, the rear end is going to be bulletproof. This truck is the ultimate tow vehicle. And you wouldn't think that, but it's great. And let's just get that new rear end in. So as it is right now, I can now just throw this nice heavy-duty live axle rear into it. I think even now I can throw... Oh, well no, it's got heavy-duty coils on it already. But yeah, and now I can throw the super heavy-duty shocks, and the truck will be mint! I think, what is it right now? It's an open diff. What kind of diff? We got 410s. Not bad. I'm not going to put a sway bar. I don't think I need to worry about sway bars. Is there any... I'm just going to see if changing these out will, you know, maybe make the angle a bit better, or it won't lift the truck up in the rear. Yeah, rear plate. I'm not worried about that. It's got a good radiator. Oh, no, it's a stock radiator. Okay. It has almost overheated a couple times, but yeah. Oh, it's so mint. So mint. I wouldn't change a thing about this truck. And now that it's all heavy-duty rear in the back, this thing should be perfect. I think it's got power steering even. Oh, and it's got good brake pads. Truck is mint. I didn't have to do anything to this thing. Like I said, the truck is mint. There's not a thing wrong with this. Alright, let's see. I shouldn't do this, but... Oh, come on. It does a burnout. And as you can see, this thing is peppy. You know, for what it is, it's a giant long truck. Oh my god, you can throw it around. It's so good. It's so good. I love this thing. I'm so glad that I have it now. It's a great truck. And the brakes are mint. This thing is amazing. And now it's ready to go on a little trip with the ETK, which we'll now switch over to this because this is going to be a little bit more in depth. And I don't remember what this thing has done to it. Other than new that the door panels are out, it has a cage now. It's got a decent radiator, is what it seems. And yeah, outside of that, that's it. It's got a cool little chin spoiler. What does it have for a rear? It's got a limited slip at 346. I don't even think I changed the gears on this thing. It's got a small lip. I might be taking that lip off because I don't really like the look of it. Is there anything cool? Ooh, a Pandem spoiler. Ooh, there's a ducktail. Maybe we'll think about that. Okay. So, we're putting a motor in this. That's the thing that I know how to do. We could put a JZ in it. We could put V8s in it. Oh yeah, here it is. It's a 2.2 liter inline 5. It should be turboed off the bat. Is this the same motor? It's got a 5-speed, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is it. Oh, that sounds amazing. It's heavy, though. It's a bit turdish, too, but I think we can slap a better turbo on it. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Bigger turbo. Sport ECU. What a stage 1 performance block in this. I'm not building this thing to be completely overpowered. I don't need a lot of power for this thing to be quick. Oh boy. Factory turbo. Let's go this good old stage 1 turbo. Let's see how much that wakes up. I think it was only making about 10 pounds. Ooh. Sport exhaust. Fancy. I think a flywheel would do it well too. It's not all-wheel drive, right? No, rear wheel. Okay. Doesn't spit flames. Kind of disappoints me. Oh, turbo noises. It's got a lot of turbo lag. Because it doesn't pick up until like 6 grand. I will say it sounds awesome. Let's try putting that Groupby exhaust on it because, you know. So basically this is based off of old Audi motors, I think. Sport ECU. We need the race ECU. Maybe that'll allow it to rev a bit more. Oh my sweet Jesus, I don't want it revving that high. Is that adjustable? Oh Jesus, that's not adjustable. Okay, that's a bit too intense. Sport ECU it is. That's a little intense right there. I don't think the motor will take 10 grand worth of rev. Yeah, the flywheel helped. Some rear gears would help it too. But just because I wanted to spit flames, you know, kind of want the inline 5. The group beam. Let's see. Yes! Not gonna lie, it is pretty fast. Jesus Christ, those flames. It's very sluggish though. I like it though. I love the turbo noises too, it's great. Alright, it does not have ABS. Wow, that exhaust is insane. Oh, this is mint. Oh, that exhaust might be a little bit too insane. I think it needs a rear end though. Maybe a bit smaller gears. No, maybe highway gears would. I'm actually curious. Let's launch it. Does the turbo gauge still work? Oh, the turbo gauge doesn't work anymore. It doesn't like to slide on these grippy tires. Oh boy. Oh, it's so mint. I wonder how well of a burnout it can do. It hooks. This thing's getting too good. I love it. I love it. I love it. We got to get on the road to get to this autocross. I can't play with this all day. We'll have fun listening to the turbo noises and everything at the autocross, but I'm going to get the finishing touches done in this car and we'll be right back. Okay. So here's the autocross we're doing. So let's see how terrible this is going to be. Oh, this. She doing okay? Oh, I thought I hit that cone. $101.17. Not bad. Let's give it another try. I feel like I can get a little faster. Oh yeah, a lot faster this time. Hit cones that time. Oh, 105 with the penalties. I would have been faster. I would have been. Let's try one more. That's a cone. Oh, yes, I cut a little bit off. Hell yeah. Man, I actually think it's faster. You know, it's I don't have the other motor to test if it's faster, but not bad. And also, I love the noise of the motor now. Noise, the noises that this car just makes is just great. But I think just for fun and for dragging the ramp truck all the way down here, we got to do one lap in the ramp truck. Completely unnecessary to do. But why not? Because ramp truck. That's why. Oh my god, I hit a cone with the tail. I'm hitting cones with the tail end. Oh, come on, ramp truck. Watch this thing be faster. Oh, there's no way. I'm already in a minute. Oh! Oh! Yes, a minute 28. That's actually not that bad. You know what? Just for shits and giggles. Let's go one more time. All right, don't hit the tail with. Yeah, okay, good. Good, we didn't hit cones. But the ass of the car. Don't hit cones with the ass. Perfect. Turn in. Precision machine of handling right here. Alright, don't hit the cones, don't hit the cones, don't hit the cones. Yes! Go, ramp truck! Hey, it went faster. 1 minute 19. It can be faster if, you know. If the truck wasn't like 10 feet long. It's incredibly heavy. But that's great. Honestly, true fun. But the best fun of all that you can have is taking out the cones. Okay, some of the cones aren't real. What the fuck? Why aren't these cones real? Alright, these gotta be real. Oh, it's overheating. Okay, it needs a radiator. 100% in the future. Let me get the ETK and see if I can take out all the cons. There we go. There we go. Well, all the cones are still destroyed. Oh wait, no, it reset them all. Yes! Oh, man. What fun. What fun that is. Man, it won't do a burnout. That just means bigger turbo at this point. Maybe build the motor a bit better. But, yeah, that's going to be all the thrashing that I think we're going to have. But god damn, is this thing cool now. It sounds amazing. I got to put a street set of tires on it, but yeah. But you may wonder, why do such a normal episode with nothing crazy? We're not building anything crazy. Well, because sometimes you just got to have that bit of normalcy. And everything runs at this point. Like, a lot of the cars are working. So, really, you know, maybe just devote a main episode to doing something, you know, like this. A nice car that can autocross well with a motor that really shouldn't be in it. And a ramp truck. But, yeah. This thing turned out like I wanted it to, extremely. So, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.